Hello and welcome to Crypto Weeklies. In this video, we are going to discuss Arbitrum and its token ARB, conduct machine learning based price, regression based price analysis, SMA based risk level analysis, time weighted average price analysis, as well as estimated bull run target for ARB. None of the content is financial advice. Let's get started. Over the last key time periods, ARB has rallied by about over here. If we go to analyze the 24-hour performance, this is again available on cryptoweeklies.com. The link on the bottom of your screen. Over the last 24 hours, ARB has rallied by about 6%. Over the last 7 days, also if you look at over here, ARB is up by about 10%. Over the last 30 days, most of the cryptos are down. Again, ARB is not an exception to that rule. Also, over the last 90 days, most of the cryptos are down. So, but over the shorter period time, ARB has rallied off its recent lows. The recent lows were at around 32 cents. Right now the price is somewhere close to the 37 cents marker. In terms of the tokenomics based analysis for Arbitrum, has 10 billion worth of total supply, out of which about 44% is in circulation. So again, per tokenomics, lot of tokens to be released in future. If you look at token unlocks for ARB, the schedule kind of reaches 60% threshold at around 6 billion token release sometime in September of 2026. That could be where the bear market lows for the next bear market could be set somewhere during that time period. Again, setting up a good accumulation zone for ARB, looking at what ARB does in the remainder of this bull run, and how low it goes in 2026. That could be a time period to watch for between September to December of 2026. Kind of what September to December of 2022 was for major cryptos, such as again over here Bitcoin had its final leg of capitulation between September till December of 2022. Similarly, ETH had a similar story in 2022. Since September, there was correction back to about from yearly open somewhere close to that 70%. Again, altcoins even worse than that in terms of capitulation in 2022. You can see September October time period. For this is Solana. 83% down from the yearly open to about 92% down. So that's what potentially could happen. Again, even if you look at some of the better holding names in that bear market, even XRP had a major crash in 2022. Again, Doge was also not an exception, down about 55% in the similar time period. Coming back to right now the current price of ARB and how much risky it is right now to accumulate ARB per the simple moving average price based model. Based on how the price is doing with respect to the 20-week simple moving average, the risk levels is at around 11% or 0.11. That means about, roughly speaking, 89 to 90% risk reward. In terms of reward, 89 to 90% reward, 11% risk at this point in time per this model. Again, if the risks were to go back to this period where during December 6th of 2024, when the risk were between 60 to 80%, that at that point in time the price for ARB could be between $1.38 to about $1.68. So that's the price level for ARB to watch per this model. In terms of how the regression based valuation for ARB comes along, this is the DCA model, which takes into consideration the fair value for ARB per the polynomial regression analysis. The fair value for ARB per this analysis is at around 61 cents, whereas again you can see that this model did identify the December 6th top when the risk levels went as high as about 100%. Right now the risk levels are at 2% per this model. As the fair value goes to about, is an increasing function which goes right now to about 61 cents per this model. If something similar were to happen per where the risk again in this green colored zone where risks are between 60 to 70%, in that environment the price for ARB could be between 87 cents to about 95 cents from the current price of ARB at around 36 cents. That represents about a 2.5 to 3x gain from the current price per this model. In terms of Arbitrum and its time weighted average price based model, accumulating high quality names when they're trading below the time weighted average price, with the hypothesis that in the next bull run they do participate. Arbitrum, even though in the September, between the April March of 2024 to March of 2025, or the last 12 months, was in an accumulation phase. During the major rally that crypto had in early December, late November and early December of 2024, ARB did participate in that rally, but in that rally the price barely went slightly higher than the time weighted average price. Back then the time weighted average price was somewhere at around $1.09. Now it's at around $1.03. So if the hypothesis is that in the upcoming bull run, if ARB kind of goes close to the time weighted average price, and the time weighted average price meets at that point in time somewhere at around close to that dollar level, this is the price on this side of the y-axis. This is the time weighted average price based risk score. Right now per this model, again, risk score is coming close to 0 because price is significantly lower than the time weighted average price. So the key to identify these overvaluations zones and undervaluation zone with this model, especially in the bear market phase, or in any dip buying phase during the bull market, makes the most amount of sense. Again, not financial advice. If we were to go back and check the estimated bull run target for ARB based on these three models that we discussed, this SMA model, the DCA or the regression model, the time weighted average price based model, the weighted risk is at around 3% again, and the estimated bull run target, which is a higher end of the target, at around $11 for ARB, which represents about a 29x from here. Again, this is just a risk reward based target, does not use any machine learning based interpretation, but what remains an estimation of ARB, how it could realistically perform. It can be summarized using this the simple moving average based model, which says price action between $1.38 and $1.68 per this model, and the second model, which is the DCA model, which says the lower end of the forecast between 87 cents and about 95 cents. So those are the key areas to look for ARB. With that, I would like to conclude the video. Hope you enjoyed the content. If you did, please give us a like and subscribe, and hope you check out all of the charts on cryptoweeklies.com, not just for ARB, for top cryptos on their USD pair as well as Bitcoin and ETH pair, and some of the proxies are available on this chart and on this website, and everything is free and available for all. Hope you enjoy that, and hope to see you again tomorrow. Thank you and have a nice day. Bye bye.